In this spine mobility video, you're going to be going over 3 exercises, okay? You're going to start off with a spine car. Then we're going to go into a rotational breathing drill to help mobilize the ribs in the upper back. And then we're going to finish up with a axial rotation through the spine with a retraction emphasis. And that's to really emphasize the musculature that attaches from the scapula into the spine to help mobilize that upper back, okay? So to start, let's go with the spine car. Now you can do this kneeling, standing, whatever you prefer, to be honest, but I'm going to do this in a kneeling position or in a heel sit. I do want to mention that if you do this in a heel sit, you'll notice the range of motion is a lot smaller because you have to count for the fact that your pelvis can't adjust. So if you notice that, that's okay. It definitely will be a little more challenging than doing it in standing, but just a heads up. All right, so let's start with this spine car. Let's cross the arms. So for this one, I actually want you to really grab your shoulder. So you're actually really cutting across. So this way you actually round the upper back a little bit and separate the scapula. And from here, you're gonna press your ribs into your, press your elbows into your ribs, like you're trying to dent your rib cage. Now from here, let's start with flexion. So flex and fold forward. Max that out. Now slowly pivot to your right. As you pivot to your right, point your chest towards your right pocket. Now slowly tip your right shoulder into your back pocket, but don't stop rotating, don't stop rotating. Keep trying to tip that right shoulder back as you continue to rotate right. And then drive that chest up towards the ceiling. Extend through that spine, through the segment as you pivot over to the left side of the ceiling. Because now you're tucking your left shoulder into your back pocket as you slowly tip. And then continue to rotate left, curl your chest towards your left pocket. Down towards the center, reach your elbows towards your pelvis. And let's reverse, down and left. Tip that left shoulder into your back pocket, but don't stop rotating. Start to drive that chest up towards the ceiling. Press those hands into your shoulders. Keep your ribs and elbows pressed together as you drive your right shoulder into your back pocket. Start to curl towards your right pocket. As you rotate right. Bring your elbows down towards the stiff pelvis and then chest back towards the center. All right, great. So now we're gonna go into that rotational drill. You've seen this one before, really popular stretch. I'm gonna face this way so you guys can see. So you're gonna start with your legs straight in this long sit. We're gonna start by rotating right first, okay? So you're gonna take your right foot, cross it over to the other side of your left knee. Keep your right hand behind you as you take your left elbow, put it on the outside of your right knee, and you're in this rotational stretch. All right, so from here, we're actually going to extend up and then rotate right. And we're going to do that by driving our elbow into the knee and then using the right hand as a kickstand to really rotate. When you feel like you're getting a good stretch to the abdomen and through your spine, you're going to take 5 deep breaths, okay? So let's do this together. Ready? Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Every exhale, you try and go a little further. In. Hold. Out. In. Hold. Out. In. Hold. Out. Last 2, in, hold, out, and last one, inhale, hold, and out. Slowly come off of that. You should have gone a little further on every exhale. And all we're going to do is switch. I'm just going to pivot over. You can stay where you are. So now your left leg, comes to the outside of your right leg, or sorry, left foot comes to the outside of your right knee. Right elbow comes to the outside of your left knee, so you're twisting to your left. Left hand is behind you, it's your kickstand. You're gonna drive the chest up a little bit and then go into the stretch. You might even get a couple of cracks there. Oh, felt good. Okay, so you're gonna take a nice big breath in, and then exhale. That's 1, we're doing 5. In, out. Feel free to adjust your hands. In, hold, out. Let's go 2 more. In, hold, out. Last one, inhale, big breath in, hold, and out. Slowly come off of that. Oof. And the reason we're doing that is because we're actually trying to twist into rotation by driving that elbow into that knee, by using that other arm as a kickstand. You are actually really kind of winding up the tissues in your torso, and so when you inhale, you're actually mobilizing the ribs and all the tissues in between there. That's why you might feel like a deep, deep stretch inside. So that's the goal. Because now we're going to finish up, and we're going to do, you can do this in tall kneeling. I'm going to do it in this heel sit. But we're basically going to do an axial rotation or a pivot here with an emphasis on retraction. So for this one, I'm just going to turn around real quick so you can see. This is the positioning. So you kind of need a little bit of shoulder mobility. Your hands, you're going to interlace them behind you just like this. And you're going to lock your elbows out. As you lock your elbows out, you drive your shoulders together like this, okay? So I'm actually going to stay here so you guys can see. Okay, so you're going to interlace those fingers. Almost think about keeping the palms together. You should feel your shoulder blades really touching. Your chest is splayed open. And here's what we're going to do. Ready? You're going to slowly pivot to your left. And as you pivot to your left, drag your hands over, rotate a little further, switch. Come back to center, pivot right. When you hit that first roadblock, big breath in. As you exhale, go further. And come back. Now this whole time you're squeezing hard, retraction, inhale. Rotate left, exhale. Pull, pull, pull. Come back to center. You might notice you're losing the retraction as you push. Try not to rotate right. So your hands here are going the opposite direction. Inhale. And then exhale. Come back. One more time. Pivot left. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And last one, pivot right. Reach those hands across, inhale. Exhale. Go further, push. And come back. Oof, nice job. So that was to really emphasize mobility of that upper back. That last one is really good because you really focus on maintaining retraction but keeping your hands together. You should notice your chest stays splayed open, so you actually maintain good extension through that upper back as you rotate. So it's a great way to mobilize those tissues and those joints. Repeat this 2 to 3, maybe even 4 times, and then you can pair this up with any other video that you have or routine. Give it a shot, let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Peace.